Hello, it is Foundation Friday, November 4th, 2022. Steve Sipress here. Gorgeous sunset going on in the distance behind me. And we are about to dive into another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big, by Dr. David J. Schwartz. We are in Chapter 8, Think Right Towards People. And today, Dr. Schwartz tells us that our mind is a mental broadcasting station that transmits messages to us on two equally powerful channels, channel P for positive and channel N for negative. He then explains how our broadcasting system works with an example saying, suppose that earlier today, your business partner, your boss, if you have a job, your top client, whoever it is, somebody important that you kind of work for, answer to, calls you and to review your work with you, first compliments you on your work, but then he also makes some specific suggestions on how you can do it better. Now that it's the end of the day, it's only natural for you to recall that incident and do some thinking about it. If you tune in to channel N, negative channel, the announcer on that station will be saying something like this: watch out. That guy is out to get you. He's a crab. You don't need any of his advice. To heck with it. Remember what Joe told you about him? He was right. This guy wants to grind you down like he did to Joe. Resist him. Next time he calls you in, fight back. Better still, don't wait. Tomorrow, go right to him and ask him just what he really meant by his criticism. All right, but tune in to channel P for positive, and that announcer will say something like, drum roll, please, as I attempt to turn the page one-handed. Always difficult for me, but I got it done. The announcer will say something like, you know, that guy's a pretty good fellow. Those suggestions he made to me seem pretty sound. If I put them to use, I could probably do a better job and position myself to make more money. That old boy did me a favor. Tomorrow I'm going to go in and thank him for his constructive help. Bill was right. That guy is a good man to work with or to work for. He's a good client to have, whatever it is. Now, in this specific case, Dr. Schwartz reminds us, if you listen to channel N, you're almost certain to make some bad, perhaps fatal mistakes in your relations with this important business partner, boss, client, whoever it is. But if you were tuned to channel P, you are definitely certain to benefit from his or her suggestions and at the same time draw yourself closer to him or her. He or she will appreciate that visit. Try it and see. So in conclusion, bear in mind that the longer you stay tuned in to either channel P or channel N, the more interested you become and the harder it is to switch channels. This is true because one thought, either positive or negative, sets off a whole chain reaction of similar thoughts. You own it. So manage your own thought broadcasting station. When your thoughts turn to people, make channel P your listening habit. If channel N cuts in, just say stop and then switch channels. To make the switch, all you have to do is think of one positive quality about that person. In true chain reaction style, that one thought will then lead to another and another and another. And you will be happy. And that'll do it for Foundation Friday, November 4th, 2022. I hope you take this lesson to heart, and we'll be back with more on future Foundation Fridays. But you ought to run out and get your copy, if you haven't yet, of The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Social Media Saturday. I'll have some news and some tips on how you can leverage social media to make more money, to have more fun, to have a better life, because that's what owning a business ought to be all about. Thanks for being here today. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.